Hello and welcome to the 9th episode of Social Distancing TV. I'm your host, Mireille Sauve, and it's a real pleasure to sit here and taste wine with you. Before we do anything else, I just want to thank all of you fine people out there who not only join me and like these little posts, but also have taken that extra step of reaching out and telling me that you're there. Of course, this was originally something that I did to be able to connect with you all. I miss you all very much. And I really feel like it's having the desired effect, at least for me it is, and I hope that it's bringing something to you as well. So thanks for the feedback. I really appreciate that, everyone. We're here with the 4th bottle of Nagging wines in the series, and that is the Leap. So Nagging, I just need to talk a little bit about their name. They, not unlike many other wineries all over the world, were started by a lovely couple who always wanted to get into the wine business, but was never 100% sure that that was the right thing to do. And so therein lies the name Nagging. It was always kind of hanging out there, and you know, very capable, talented business people with a definite interest and knowledge and commitment towards making craft wine. But there's always that nagging doubt. Is it the right thing to do, or should we just keep our desk jobs? So this last wine that we're tasting in the series from Nagging is called the Leap. And it is named after their final decision to actually take that leap and start a winery. Glad that they did, because these wines are worth having around. Allow me to demonstrate. So this is the Leap. It's the 2016 vintage. It's in my glass. It's a Bordeaux blend, and we call it a Bordeaux blend because it is named after the wines of Bordeaux, France, where this style of wine became famous. It's actually a certain choice. You have a choice of 5 different grape varieties that can go into your red wine in Bordeaux, and you don't have to use them all. You can use 1 or 2 or all 5, and it's still referred to worldwide as a Bordeaux blend. So this is a Bordeaux blend because it is primarily Merlot and has a generous portion of Cabernet Franc in it and a bit of Malbec in there as well. And so these are all approved grape varieties in Bordeaux. But of course, it doesn't taste like Bordeaux. It tastes like the Okanagan, because that's where the fruit is grown. And that's something that I've always really respected about Rob Westbury, the winemaker, is that he makes a point of reflecting the terroir, that the taste, the flavor of the soil that the grapes are grown on. So these grapes are all sourced from Oliver and Osoyoos area, who are quite renowned for their red grapes. Let's give it a sniff. Lots of black fruit in the nose. So first thing that came was a black cherry, like a cherry juice, really nice and ripe. Black plums, like those Italian plums. And ripe blackberry, definitely lots of ripe black fruit. There's a definite vanilla nose to it as well. So this wine has spent 2 years in oak barrels, a combination of new and neutral, they call used oak barrels. And so it concentrates the flavors as well as giving a little bit of this vanilla note to it. And it's got a real earthiness to it as well. In fact, I'm even getting a little bit of mint, which sometimes I get from Cabernet Franc. This one has a hint of mint, which I just love. It adds that complexity to the nose. So, on the palate. Nice full structure. So it's medium to full bodied, the wine, and it definitely has a firm tannin structure to it. So this is making me think of meat right off the bat. I want to have this with steak or lamb, red meat, lentils. If you're a vegetarian, you know, you can still have these big bold wines if you have like lentils, garlic, these kind of stewy type of dishes. Lots of cheeses that can go quite well with these as well. If you want to go with a big red wine and cheeses, just stay away from Camembert and Brie, because that's not going to do you any favors. The wine will overwhelm the flavors of the cheese. But if you can find yourself a nice ripe Oca or a Comté or one of those Italian truffle infused cheeses, that would be wonderful with this type of thing. Sorry, back to the wine. I got a little excited about the food friendliness of it there for a minute. So this is, I mentioned the body, I talked about the nose, and on the palate, you do get a lot of that black cherry juice as well. Ripe plums, little bit of black currant and an earthiness as well. There's a real forest floor flavor to it. I might even go as far as to say, wait 1 second. I am getting a little bit of this cedar cigar box, which I often get from some of the wines in Bordeaux, usually slightly older wines. And maybe that's because it's a 2016 and it does have a few years on it, so it's really well integrated. The grapes have had a chance to combine nicely, and 2 years in an oak barrel is a nice generous amount of time for the wine to really blend and become quite cohesive in its flavors. So it's a big, bold wine. This is also something that I refer to as a fireplace wine, because it's really nice to just light up a fire and pull up next to it with this glass of wine and absolutely nothing on a plate, because it just warms you to the soul. That's it for Nagging Doubt, but it's not it for me. I will be back soon with the wines from Jennifer Schell, and I have some fun little segues to pass along on that introduction. But I'll see you next time on Social Distancing Wine Tasting. Thanks so much for joining me, everyone. Bye.